LeBron James is probably the most in tune athlete to his legacy that's probably ever existed. Um, and he's been the guy more than any other athlete that I can think of, and certainly in my lifetime, that has cared the most and created an image and a narrative behind everything that he does. He isn't one of these guys that is genuine in terms of the things he does. Everything has a meaning, everything means something. He doesn't just live life for the sake of living. Like Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant is wears his emotions on his sleeve. Kevin Durant is who he is. You may not like it. You may think he claps back at fans too much, and you might not like the way he handles himself outside of the court. But it doesn't matter. It's Kevin Durant. Kyrie, the same thing. Kyrie, you may not like how Kyrie handles himself. You may not like the things he has said in the past. But Kyrie is Kyrie. And LeBron, there's just this like not there's this hint, and it's more than a hint, more than a whiff of him being fake. And this latest things and the latest episode of the LeBron saga is that he wants a new contract. I think this is what this is all about. I don't think he necessarily wants to leave the Lakers, because if you look at the stuff he's saying or the stuff that his agent has said, that they want to play for a championship, they want to be in a contender. The Lakers were the third seed last year in the West, with a banged up Reeves in the playoffs, with Luka, who was never himself, with no center. And they were the third seed in the West and got beat by a much bigger, much younger team. And even if you look at that series, the Lakers did a pretty decent job against Ant. And it was just everybody. It was Julius Randle, really, and Gobert, who took the Lakers out. And you bring in some, I'm not the biggest Ayton fan, but 15 minutes, 20, 25 minutes of Ayton is way better than what the Lakers got from Hayes last year in the playoffs. Anyway, back to LeBron. LeBron is, I think more so than anything else, creating this narrative because he didn't get the Kobe treatment. And I think this is what this all comes down to. He says in one of his previous episodes of the pod, where the question was, who did you want to play with, something like that. And he's like, I would say Jordan, but if I say Jordan, people are going to say, he just wants to play with Jordan. So LeBron is very aware of how everything he says is perceived, but he also wants you to perceive him a certain way. He wants you to perceive him like he doesn't care, like he is not like every other guy. And the truth is, he cares. He wants you to think that he doesn't care about titles. Titles isn't a thing, but yet he has chased titles more than any other superstar in basketball history. He wants you to think that he doesn't care about stats and none of that really matters. But he really does. He wants you to care about all these. He wants you to think that he doesn't care, but he does care. And in this latest thing, he cares that he's not the guy. One, he cares that this isn't his team anymore, and he isn't the focal point of the Lakers or a franchise for the first time probably ever in his basketball career, going back to even maybe high school. And so for the very first time, the world doesn't revolve around LeBron when it comes to basketball. It revolves around Luka. And the Lakers have made that perfectly clear. And so instead of accepting the role, instead of understanding this is basketball, he's 26, I'm 42, 41, this makes sense. Instead of acknowledging the Lakers have done everything I've asked them to do, drafted my son, have traded everything I wanted them to trade to bring me the players that I've wanted. The Lakers have done everything I wanted. Instead of understanding, instead of playing, instead of being in a relationship with the Lakers, he looks and compares how Kobe got treated at the end and how he's getting treated at the end. And he says, no, this is not good enough. And that's why all this is happening. At the end, I think LeBron stays this year. The Lakers won't buy him out. I don't think the Lakers will trade him. and we would just kind of have this like subtweeting LeBron stuff, which as a Laker fan, I can't wait for the LeBron stuff to go away. So that's where we're at with latest episode of the LeBron novella.